I still remember the rain that night. It wasn't just falling, it was pouring, like the sky itself was breaking apart. I stood outside the little cafe on Maple Street, soaked through, holding a single rose and a heart that felt heavier with every drop that hit the ground. Her name was Emily, and for 3 months, I'd built up the courage to tell her how I felt. She was kind, gentle, the kind of person who smiled with her eyes. When I finally said the words, "I think I'm falling for you," she looked down, sighed softly, and said, "I'm sorry, no. No anger. No excuses. Just a quiet no." I nodded, pretending it didn't hurt, and told her I understood. But the truth is, I didn't. I walked out into the rain, confused, rejected, and feeling like the universe had just played a cruel joke. That's when I heard a voice behind me. "Hey, wait." I turned around. It was her friend, the one who had been sitting with her at the cafe. I'd seen her a few times, Sophie, I think. Dark curls, sharp eyes that seemed to notice everything. She stepped out from under the awning, umbrella in hand, and offered it to me. "You look like you could use this," she said. I tried to smile. "It's fine. I probably deserve to be drenched." She tilted her head. "For what? Having feelings?" Her tone was soft but firm, like she wasn't asking, she was reminding me of something I'd forgotten. I didn't know what to say. She motioned to the bench outside the cafe and we sat down, both watching cars send waves of rainwater across the street. After a moment, she said, "Emily didn't mean to hurt you. She's just not ready for something serious. She's been through a lot." I nodded. "Yeah. I get that. I just thought maybe it would be different this time," she finished for me. I looked up at her, surprised. She smiled faintly. "You wear your heart like an open book. It's rare these days." There was a quiet between us. The kind that isn't awkward, just honest. Then she said something I'll never forget. "Maybe you were meant to meet me instead." I blinked. "What?" She laughed softly. "I don't mean it like that. I mean, maybe you were supposed to meet someone who could show you that love isn't just about getting chosen back. Sometimes it's about learning why you care so deeply in the first place." Her words hit me harder than Emily's rejection. We talked for hours that night, about regrets, about chances missed, about how sometimes the right people come into your life disguised as heartbreak. She told me about her own story, how she once confessed to someone who never looked her way again. But instead of letting it break her, she decided to be the kind of person she needed back then, kind, patient, human. When the rain stopped, the city looked new again. Streets shimmered under the lamplight. She handed me back the umbrella I'd never taken and said, "You're going to be fine. But don't rush to fix the ache. Let it teach you something first." I didn't see Sophie for weeks after that night. But her words stayed. I started focusing on things I'd neglected, friends, family, myself. I began volunteering at a local shelter, just to do something kind without expecting anything in return. And that's where I saw her again. Sophie, hair tied up, sleeves rolled, helping an old man find his dog's leash. She smiled when she noticed me. "Looks like the rain led you to the right place," she said. We laughed, and for the first time in a long time, it felt real. Not the butterflies kind of feeling, but the peaceful kind. The kind that says, "This is where you're supposed to be." Months later, Emily moved away. Life went on. But Sophie stayed. Not as a rebound or a replacement, just as someone who understood that sometimes, the universe uses pain as an introduction. And if I've learned anything since that night, it's this. Rejection doesn't always mean the end of your story. Sometimes, it's the first chapter of the one you were truly meant to live. Moral. Every no in life isn't a door closing, it's a gentle redirection toward the person or purpose that will change everything.